Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw the Big Chill from Ben 10. Let's get started at the top of our page with the eye. So I'm going to start on the left side, drawing a curve from the outside of the eye, curving down and then in. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So we're going to start with the inside part of the eye. We're going to curve up and then out. Now we're going to go from the outside, curve down, and then back in towards the inside. Now let's draw the trim around the eyes. So from the inside corner of the left eye, I'm going to step in, curving over the eye, and then at the end, I'm just going to flick it back up. Now I take that point, curve underneath the eye in towards the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside of the eye, we're going to go over the eye, and as we get to the top, we're just going to flick it up. Go back to the inside and just curve around the bottom of the eye, and then back up towards the top. Now at the top of the left eye, I'm just going to curve up towards the top of the head and then back down on the right side. Let's add that detail to the top of the head. So in between the eyes, I'm going to start with a little point. From this point, I'm going to curve over towards the left and out. Go back to the center, we'll do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm just going to draw a short angled line going up and in. Now from the top, we're going to continue out towards the side of the head on both sides. Now I just want to trim this out on the inside. Starting on the left side of the head, we're going to step up. Just follow that same curve coming down. Do a short angled line going in. And then curve back down towards the center. Let's work our way over towards the right side. We're going to move down from the eyes and draw in the mouth. So on the left side, I'm going to draw a curve going up in the middle, and then down on the right side. On the ends, I'm going to draw two short lines coming down towards the bottom of the mouth. And then again, I'm going to connect those 2 points with a curve going across. Let's add some vertical lines for the teeth. So right in the middle, I'm just going to draw a straight line coming down. And then on either side, I'm going to draw two more lines coming down. Directly below the eyes, I'm going to draw two straight lines coming down the jaw. Short lines coming down. Now we're going to curve in towards the mouth and then down towards the chin. Starting on the left, we're going to curve in and then just pull that down. Do the same thing on the right side. And then we're going to connect the bottoms with a curve coming down in the middle and then back up. Now at the bottom corner of the chin, we're going to step in and draw two angled lines going up. So on the left side, we'll go up in an angle on both sides. Now we're going to close off the top with a straight line. Let's add some detail to the cheeks. So just underneath the eye, we're going to draw a curve going in. Do that on both sides. And then from the end of the line, I'm just going to angle down and out. Now that we got the head, let's draw on the tops of the shoulder. So on the side of the left eye, right out here, we're going to curve up and then out towards the left. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're just going to curve these back down with a short curve. From the top point of the shoulder, we're going to step down and draw on the side of the body. So on the left side from here, we're going to step down, curve around, and then pull that in. Do the same thing on the right. So stepping down from the top point of the shoulder, we'll curve down, and then pull that into the same height as we have on the left. From these 2 points, we're going to curve down towards the hip. So on the left side, we're going to curve in, and then pull it down. Now let's move back up and finish off the arms. From this point in the shoulder, we're going to step up and curve over towards the elbow. So curving out towards the left and down. We'll do the same thing on the right, stepping up, curving out, and then down. Now from the elbow, we're going to do a hard turn curving down towards the wrist. Starting on the left, curving out and then down. Now let's move to the inside and draw on the lower part of the bicep. So from this point in the body, we're going to step down and curve up, aiming towards the elbow. So curving up to right about there. We'll do the same thing on the right. So we're going to step down, curving across and up towards the elbow. Now we're going to draw on the inner part of the forearm. So from this point, we're going to curve down, just hooking it downward. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve in towards the wrist. We want to leave a little gap in the wrist area. So from this point in the forearm, I'm going to curve in and then down. Let's move back to the left side and draw on the fingers. So we're going to start with the thumb first. From this point in the wrist, I'm going to curve up and in, and then I'm going to hook it back down. From here, I'm going to curve around in towards the inner part of the hand. So just drawing a curve going in. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. From the wrist, we'll curve up and then in, and we're going to hook that back down. Now from here, I just want to curve over towards the inside of the hand, going up and then in. Let's go back to the left side and draw on the fingers. So I'm going to have the fingers sort of clenched like this. So from this point, I'll curve down, and now I'm going to draw an angled line going in. And I'm going to curve around the outside of the finger. So curving down and out. Now we're going to pull that back up towards the knuckles. So curving up to right about there. I'm going to layer the fingers in behind. So from this point in the knuckle, we're going to step up, draw an angled line coming down. Now we're going to follow that same curve going back up. We're going to do that one more time. From this point, we're going to step up, draw an angled line. Now we're going to curve in towards the outer part of the wrist. Now I want to show one of these fingers sort of pulling in towards the inside of the hand. So right in here, we're going to draw an angled line. Now we're going to pull that straight across in behind the hand. Let's do the same thing on the right side. From the inside of the thumb, we're going to curve down. Now we draw an angled line going up and in. We're going to draw the outside of the finger. From the tip, we'll curve it around, so tapering it out, and we'll fold this back up towards the knuckle. From that point in the knuckle, we're going to step up, draw an angled line coming down, and then curve up again. From that point, we'll step up again, draw one more angled line. Now we're going to curve up towards the wrist. Now we're going to show one of the fingers coming in towards the inside here. So just draw an angled line going in, and pulling the line straight across. Now let's move down in the center and draw the legs. So in between these points, we're going to step down and draw a slight curve going across for the lower torso. From these points, we're going to angle down and out on the inside of the leg, going out. Now from here, we're going to curve down towards the ankle. So on the left side, I want to curve and round it out, coming down, and as we get to the bottom, we're going to pull it back in. We'll do the same thing on the right. So rounding out the calf, and then as we get to the bottom, we're just going to pull it back inwards. From the inside of the ankle, we're going to draw on the back toe. So from here, we're going to go up in an angle, do it on this right side. Now we're going to hook over towards the edge of the claw, just coming in towards each other. From this left side, we're going to curve in and out, and then down. Do the same thing on the right. Now on the left side here, we're going to curve over the first claw, going out and then in. Now we're going to draw on the second claw. From here, we're going to curve it out and then down. Now for the second claw, we're going to curve in towards the ankle. I'm going to leave a little bit of space on the inside, right in here. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving the first claw over towards the ankle. We'll curve out the second claw. Now we're going to pull this in towards the outer part of the ankle, again, leaving some space on the inside. Going back up to the hips, let's round out the thigh. So on the left side, I'm going to curve out and then down towards the knee to the same height as we have on the inside. Do the same thing on the right. Now from the knees, we're just going to curve out the shin and then down towards the ankle. So going out and then pulling it down. Now let's go in and add some detail to the body. I'm going to start with the chest area first. So from this point in the chest, I'm going to curve down and then in. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So from this top point, curve down and then in. Now from this point, I'm going to curve up and out. Doing a short little hook, going up and out. We're going to do a little short curve coming back in. I'm going to do one more point. Just hooking it out. Now these are going to come down towards the center of the body. Starting on the left, curve down towards the middle, and then on the right, we'll curve down towards the center. From this point, we're going to step down in the middle here and just draw a short line going across. Now from that left side, I want to curve down and out towards this point in the rib cage. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's add some lines on the side of the body. About halfway down the body right here, I'm going to draw a straight line going across. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move up and just curve down and in with a short line. And then from the bottom, we're going to curve up and in. In the midsection here, we're going to add a belt. So from the side corners of the rib, we're going to step down, draw a curve coming down towards the bottom, and then back up. We'll step down and draw that same curve. I just want to add a little trim. So I'm going to step up from that line, just follow that same curve going right above, and at the bottom we'll just go just below it. Let's add the symbol in the center. I'm going to start with a circle, starting from the top. We'll work our way around to the bottom, then back up to the top. I'm going to draw a little trim on the outside. So we're just creating a smaller circle on the inside. On the left side here, I just want to draw one angled line going in and then back out. Do the same thing on the right side. We'll color those areas in black. And then on the sides here, we just want to draw two little boxes. So right in this space, we're going to draw two lines coming in and then close off with a straight line. Do the same thing on the right side. Now in the lower torso here, we're going to step up and just draw a short curve going across. On the left side, I'm going to angle up and out underneath the belt, and we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's add some details to the legs. So from the outer point of the ankle towards the inside, we're going to draw a curve, just curving across. Do that on both sides. Now from the outer part of the shin, just below the knee, I'm going to curve down and in. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw a half circle on the outside of the shin, starting from the left, curve in, and then back out. And then up in the thigh area, I'm just going to draw a large half oval. Starting from the hip, we're going to step down, curve in, and then down just above the knee. And then just on the inside, we're going to draw two small half circles. Starting from the top, and then we'll do the bottom. I want to show a little bit of the stomach muscles in the center here. So just below this line, I'm going to step down, just draw a curve going down and out towards the left. I'm going to step up to create an overlap and curve down towards the top of the belt. Now let's add some detail to the arms. I'm going to start with the wrist first. From the outside, we're going to curve down and towards the inside of the wrist. Do that to both sides. And then on the back of the hand, I just want to draw a little box. So stepping out, and go down at an angle. We'll step down, draw another angle, and then we'll close it off with a straight line. Do the same thing on the right. Just a slight angle coming down and in, and we'll close it off with a straight line. On the left side here, just above the wrist, we're going to step up. I'm going to draw a curve going up and out to right about here. From this point, I want to curve and round out in towards the elbow. It's almost like a half circle. Do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the inside, curving up and then in. I'm going to round this out and go right in towards the elbow. In this area here, I'm just going to add a little half circle just on the inside. Do the same thing on the right. And then down in the forearm area, draw another smaller half circle. Let's add some detail to the upper shoulder areas. So on the upper arm here on the left, I'm going to curve down and then in. Curving down and into right about there. I'm going to add a little notch, almost like an upside down V. Now I want to make my way in towards the side of the head. So we're going to curve up and in, and we're going to add another upside down V. Then we'll continue this curve in behind the head. We'll do the same thing on the right. So let's start on the inside, right beside this jaw. We'll curve down and out. We'll add an upside down V. We're going to round this out to right here. Add another upside down V. And then curve back up towards the top of the arm. On the side curve of the shoulder, so starting on the left side here, I'm going to curve down and then in. We do a hard turn up and then in behind the head. Let's do the same thing on the right. About halfway down the side of the shoulder, we're going to curve down and in. Now we're going to do a hard turn going up behind the eye. And we're going to add a small half circle on the side here. So on the left and then on the right. So now that we got the body, let's add in the wing. So I'm going to start with the large wing first. So on the side of the eye, right where the eye meets the shoulder, I'm going to draw an angled line going up and then out towards the left. And we'll do the same thing on the right. From here, we're going to curve, doing a hard turn going up towards the top edge of the wing to the same height. Now from here, we're going to curve in the opposite direction towards the tip of the wing. Now I'm just going to follow this back for the ridge of the wing. Starting on the left, we're just going to taper in. I'm just going to follow this all the way back in behind the body, leaving an even spaced gap all the way down. And do the same thing on the right. Now let's add in the outer part of the wing. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve in and then pull it back out. We'll do the same thing on the right. Starting from the tip, curve in, and then pull it back out. Now we're going to curve in behind the arms. Curving in and then down. Now this is going to continue in behind the arms here. So we're going to start on the inside part of the forearm, curve it down. And then from here we're going to curve up in behind the body. From this point here, I just want to draw a short angled line going up and in. We'll do the same thing with the right, going up and in. And at the bottom points here, we're going to go up underneath. Let's add the two smaller wings just above the head. So on the left side here, I'm going to draw a short angled line going up. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now we're going to go straight up with a straight line. And from here, we're going to curve out towards the tip of the wing. Now again, we're just going to follow this back down for the ridge of the wing, starting from the tip. It's going to taper back in, come straight down, and straight in behind the head. Do the same thing on the right. Now let's draw on the outer part of the wing. From the tip, I'm going to curve down. Now we're going to angle it slightly outwards, going out, and then I'm going to pull that back in so it gets a little bit narrower as it comes in towards the head. We'll do the same thing on the right. So curving down and in, we're going to angle down and out, and we're going to pull that back in behind the head. Now from this point here, I'm just going to aim towards that inner point of the ridge with a short line. Do the same thing on the right, and we'll do the same thing on the top. Angling up and in. And then finally, we'll just add the lower wings down here. So on the side of the body, right down here, we're going to curve down and out towards the left. We're going to match up the height on the right. We're going to go down and out on the right. We're going to do a hard turn coming down towards the tip of the wing. Now we're going to follow this back for the ridge of the wing, starting from the tip. It's going to taper up and then pull that in behind the body. Do the same thing on the right side. Start from the top, pull this down, and then taper towards the tip of the wing. Now on the left side here, we're going to draw another curve going up and then in. We're going to cross like that. We're going to do one more curve going in, around the leg, pull that into right about there. And then from here, we're just going to do a short curve going in behind the belt. Let's do the same thing on the right. So I just want to match up that point, curving in, then over. We'll do another curve going around the leg, in towards the hip. We'll do one more curve in behind the belt. Now from these points, we just want to draw short lines going up and out. Starting on the left side, go up in an angle, go up, and the same thing on the right. Going up towards the top, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Big Chill from Ben 10. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.